Hello and welcome to the Smart IT Academy. In this course, we are going to explore the Projects module. We will cover all the functionality of projects and review how to configure the module to best meet your business needs. Through the course, we will view the system as users with various access rights to compare the functionality they each access. Generally, project management operates on three principles, called scope, schedule, and cost. Project scope means the content of project or what needs to be accomplished. It clarifies the project's goals, deliverables, tasks, deadlines, and resources. A project timetable or a project schedule is a structured plan that outlines the timeline for completing a project, including tasks, deadlines, and resource allocation. It's a crucial tool for project management, ensuring tasks are completed on time and within scope. Project cost refers to the total financial resources needed to complete a project successfully, encompassing all direct and indirect expenses. Odoo supports all these three concepts that we will see in this and future lessons. As with many Odoo modules, projects seamlessly integrate with other modules, including timesheets, sales, documents, planning, accounting, and more. The module has a wide range of functionality to support you in successfully managing a variety of projects, from small internal projects to large and complex projects for clients. In this first lesson, we will briefly review the menus and basic features in projects, which we will then explore in depth in future lessons. We will also explore the impact of setting up different user access rights. Let's begin our introduction from the main dashboard by typing PRO and clicking the Projects icon. Kanban View By and Project Statuses. We see the default Kanban view of projects set up in our database. We can return to this default view from anywhere in the Projects module by selecting either of the Projects menus in the top left. On each tile, we see project information, including the project name, the contact associated with the project, the planned dates, if set, tags, milestones, number of tasks or tickets associated with the project, remaining hours, whether there are any outstanding activities on the project, status, and the project manager. Different color round icons in the bottom right of each tile show current status, on track, on hold, at risk, off track, and done. This status is set manually. We can group all projects by this status by pressing on the arrow button on the search bar and choosing Group by Status. The Set Status column means that a manual status is not defined for these projects. As we just noticed, Odoo supports project concepts. Let's begin from Scope. In Odoo, each project can consist of multiple tasks. Let's click twice on any project tile. On the top left corner, we see the name of the project and individual tiles displayed for each task within the project. We will explore tasks in more depth in future lessons. To manage the project, let's click the three dots in the top right of the tile. We have options to view tasks, milestones, timesheets, documents, and sales orders associated with this project, and more. We also have reporting menus and access to the project settings. These menus will be explored in more depth in future lessons. We can easily create a new project by clicking the New button and entering the relevant details. For now, let's press Discard. Share projects. We can share a project with portal users, for example, one of our customers. We can give them different access to all project tasks or tasks they follow, allowing them to select which notifications they receive. They can also @mention other followers in tasks. For now, let's press Discard. Project List View. Projects can be viewed in a list view by selecting the respective icon in the far right, like so. Selecting the sliding dot icon in the far right, we can choose to hide or view additional details, such as the sale order item if the project is connected to a sales order or the allocated hours. At the top, we see the search bar. Let's start by typing RE and we see several areas we can search, including project, tags, customer, and more. Let's select Project, and we see a filter on projects starting with the letters RE. Selecting the Filter tab, we see several filters available, including My Projects, Late Milestones, Archived, and Add Custom Filter. We can remove any filters by clicking the X. The Group By feature provides multi-level grouping functionality. Let's select Group By, Project Manager, and Status. Now we can expand on Mitchell Admin to see the status of all the projects he is managing. If there is a filter and group by you use regularly, simply click Favorites and name it for future use. Odoo allows you to save multiple favorite filters in different modules. Under the Settings cog icon, we also have options to import records, link the menu, or insert the list in a spreadsheet. Let's remove the Group By and click the Top Projects menu to return to the default view. Project Top Bar to consult related records. To finish the overview of the project module, let's return to the project's default Kanban view and select one project. As we have just seen, this view will display the tasks of the project. We can view related records like timesheets and invoices from your Tasks Kanban view using actions found on the dashboard. If we press an Action Smart button at the top of the page, the additional menu appears. As well as tasks, we can include other kinds of related information, such as timesheets, documents, sales orders, and others. We can create a specific top bar menu for each project here in the Project Tasks Kanban view. The next menu is the My Tasks menu, which displays a default Kanban view of all open tasks across all projects assigned to the current user logged in. Note that some stages, such as Done and Cancelled, are folded by default. These can be unfolded by clicking like so. To refold, simply click the Settings cog and select Fold Stage. Selecting the List View icon in the far right will display My Tasks in a list view. Similarly to the list view of projects, clicking the sliding dot icon will allow us to hide or view additional relevant fields, such as deadline. We can also view tasks in a Gantt view, which can be helpful if setting task dependencies, or calendar view, which can be helpful to easily confirm deadlines. The map view can be activated if Mapbox tokens are activated in your database, which are available for an additional cost. The graph and pivot icons are useful for reporting on tasks. This will be explored in depth in future lessons. Lastly, the activity icon will display any outstanding scheduled activities by project. The remaining menus, Reporting and Configuration, are visible only to users with Project Administrator access rights. To finish the introduction to the Project app, let's discuss Users' Rights. From our main dashboard, let's click the Settings icon. Then we will click Manage Users. We can also access this list view filtered by default to internal users by clicking the Main User and Companies Users menu at the top. We will open Mitchell Admin under the Users and Companies Users menu, and the first thing to note is that under Administration, Mitchell has Settings access. This gives him the ability to view and change access rights for other users. Moving to Projects, we can see that Mitchell is an administrator, which allows him access to the Configuration menu and full reporting menus. Let's use the user's breadcrumb to return to our list view, and we will open Mark Demo. Under Administration, he has no settings, and in Projects, he is a user. This means he will not see the settings icon when he logs into the main dashboard, and within the Projects module, he will not have access to the configuration menu. With Projects user access rights, Mark will not be able to create new projects. For existing projects, he will be able to view settings but not be able to edit them or share the project. He will also not see customer ratings in the reporting menu. To completely remove access to projects for a user, you could change the user's access rights to nothing, like so. This will remove visibility of the products icon when the user logs in. Let's discard that change and return to the main settings page by selecting the settings icon. Now we have seen an overview of the basic menus and features in the Projects module. Why don't you head to the next lesson, where we will explore access rights in the Projects module and some configuration settings available. Thanks for watching, and until next time.